plan is to take this first frame, which when we installed the nuke, this was full of honey. And we're going to move it to the open end of the hive. And so they'll take the honey from that frame and move it into the other area. Now, since they have one less frame over here, and they have several open frames on the laying frames, they should just store their resources there. And put this frame right over here. And let those bees work away on it. Hi everybody, it's been 4 days since I moved a Langstroth frame of honey over to the empty end of the conversion hive in hopes that the bees would feed off of that and populate that honey, converting some into wax to build out and fill the layens frames. So that's our first step towards migrating our honey resources off of the Langstroth frames and getting the bees completely onto the layens frames in our Langstroth to layens conversion. So I would like to have checked on them before this. I really don't think it'll take them 4 days to clean out one frame of honey if they really get after it, but the weather's been bad, I've been busy, stuff happens. So here we are 4 days in. Let's see how they're doing on that frame. So we can see that they really have not done much at all in terms of converting this honey, or at least taking the honey out of this frame and moving it over to the layens frame. So that's kind of disappointing. I was hoping for more activity there. And yeah, so we'll just have to kind of figure out what to do next. I really kind of anticipated that they would be working on migrating that honey, and they have really done nothing in terms of moving that honey out. They're just kind of maintaining it as another honey frame over here, which kind of tells me that maybe they don't really feel like they need the honey. They've got enough stored up on the other end. You can see they've actually built some wax here, tying this frame to our layens converter frame, and so they're just kind of building it in and using this as a frame. So it looks like that plan may not, well, obviously didn't have the effect that I had hoped. I think one thing I will do is maybe I will take my hive tool and score alongside of this frame to open up some of the honey. Maybe that will inspire them to basically rob this frame out, but we'll have to see what happens there. So I guess that's why we experiment. We learn and move on. So that does that. Now we'll figure out plan B. So we can see that so far the honey migration experiment is not going so well. So like I said, I'm going to take my hive tool, I'll score along that honey, open up some of those honey cells, and maybe that will inspire the bees to start taking some honey out of there, or they'll just seal it off and continue using it as they are. But you know, or maybe I just need to give them some more time. So I'd be interested, like I asked in my last video, I asked if any experienced beekeepers might have any thoughts as to how the bees would react to that frame. I guess we know the answer so far is they're not going to rob it out immediately, at least not, they didn't here. So I'd be curious to know, what would you do if you're trying to get the bees to move the honey off of those frames? Would you take any different action or have any suggestions? So let me know in the comments below, and be glad to hear from you. Otherwise, I'm going to keep plugging away here, try to get the bees to move that honey, and keep you posted as to what happens. It's been a week, I guess a week and a day, since we originally moved that one frame of honey over to the empty part of the hive, hoping the bees would treat that as just a food resource, a feeder, and move that honey back to their the layens frames. So at in the video I said 4 days, it was actually 3 days, but I checked on it to see if they were moving that honey out, and they really had not cleaned much honey out of that Langstroth frame. So I'm going to check again today, see how they're doing. At that time, because they hadn't moved any honey, something I took my Hive tool and scored along that frame. I did vertical scores on one side, horizontal on the other, or vertical on one side, horizontal on the other, and just as a little test to see if they would clean one side out faster than the other. Now, I haven't checked on it for a few days. It's been really rainy here, so I didn't want to open the hives. So they may have cleaned out both sides, and I don't know which they cleaned out faster. They may have cleaned out neither side. Let's get in together and see what they've done. So opening this up, first thing I find is there's a few bee parts on top here. That is interesting and strange, but okay, so the bees have an opening here. Maybe bees got up here and couldn't find their way out. I'm not sure why. It's just parts though. But anyway, so let's go ahead and open this up, and I have my hive tool right here. Let's see what they've done with that honey frame. So as I look at this, and I'll pull this out to show, I can see they really have not moved any of the honey. The parts that I scored, they cleaned that out because it was leaking, but they didn't clean out, it didn't start them cleaning out any of the other. So that was kind of interesting. I guess now we know. And by the weight, I mean, this is a full frame. Well, there's some empty spots in it. So they've cleaned out a little bit, but probably just as they used it, not an organized feeding frenzy or anything. So you can see those vertical lines, those are empty cells. They cleaned the honey out of those. That was where I scored it vertically using my hive tool. On this left end here, that was already cleaned out. So they're just kind of gradually using it, but nothing really organized. Now here you can see I did my horizontal marks, and again they cleaned out those cells, but not really anything else. So apparently that did not do what we had intended to get them to clean that out. Even having that frame farther down towards the end, the bees are using it, but they seem to be in no hurry to clean this out and move this resource closer to the other. So out of curiosity, I think we'll take a look and see how they're doing on the other Langstroth frames. They've certainly built a lot of wax in between these frames. Not sure how much they've stored in them, but we will see. Okay, so this is a heavy frame, and this frame, when I first moved the bees in here, there was brood on this frame, as I recall. They have refilled some of the middle of that frame with honey on this side, and on the other side, again, where that brood was towards the bottom, is still open. Well, actually, it's got quite a bit of nectar in there. So they are working on that, on filling that, and that's not really what I want. I don't want them filling this frame with honey. So let's go on and see what they're doing in other places. And while I'm here, I'm going to pull off some of this wax off the bottom. So again, down at the bottom here where they had brood before, they're filling that up with nectar, and same thing on the other side. You can see that arc where they had brood. They are now filling that up. So they're still using these frames, and plan A to get them to migrate off of them hasn't worked. So. And by the way, that comb on the bottom of the frames is just a little burr comb. It looks a little bit like a swarm cell, actually, which is a queen cell that the bees make when they're planning to swarm. But it's not. That's just comb down there. And our queen, as we know, is over on the lay-in side, so she couldn't lay an egg for a queen cell anyway. Okay. Same song, different verse. Not as much nectar in this one, but they are storing nectar in there. I guess it's a good sign that they have nectar to store. I just hope that's not, they didn't just pull honey from that other frame and store it back in here. And again, a lot of nectar on it. That was a large brood area on this frame. Now it's a large nectar area. So by the end of the season, this will be a full honey frame, and we'll have to decide what to do with it at that point, I guess. And again, now this one, this surprises me a little bit. They've got that large area that was brood, and very little nectar stored in there. This is not like the others where they have it almost full of nectar. So they haven't stored up as much in here. A lot of bees working on the other side, so maybe they're storing up in there. Actually have a little pollen in there as well, which is odd, but we are getting close to the lay-in's brood frames, which is, they would be storing pollen close to the brood, so not totally unusual, but they do have pretty good pollen in there. So scrape off a little bit of the fur. And we have our queen excluder in there so that the queen can't get from that side over to this side. Looks like they have a little comb on there, but nothing so serious that the bees can't get through. The workers can get through, but the queen cannot. So now that we've looked, I can't say that I'm encouraged at, it looks like it's going to take us a little longer than expected to get the bees off of those Langstroth frames. My hope was by moving the frame way over there, away from their other frames, that they would be inspired to clean the honey out of that one and move it back over to the other side. Preferably on the lay-ins frames, but as we reduce the numbers of the Langstroth frames, they'd have less space there to store up anyway. And then once that one was cleaned, we'd move another one and move another one until all the resources are off of the Langstroth frames. Obviously, that's not working out. The bees are not taking my cues. The second plan I had was I would pull out some of these Langstroth frames and force the bees, once they realize they have less resources, it would force them to clean out the frame and store up some of that on lay-ins, or at least that's my hope, that they would be a little desperate. The dangerous part of that is that in doing that, they could also go into robbing behavior and start robbing some of the other hives. And I don't want that to happen. That's fairly common when you harvest honey. The bees suddenly realize their stores are very low and they get desperate to build them back up, and they may start robbing other hives. So want to avoid that. But regardless, not necessarily because of the robbing, but I'm not going to pull any of these Langstroth frames out because they have uncapped nectar. And if I pull those out and store them, that nectar could ferment. And I don't want that to happen. So at this point, we'll come back in another week and inspect those lay-ins frames and see how they're storing stuff up on them. But for now, we'll let them keep working as they are, and hopefully they're building up well in there. And then at the end of the season, at the end of fall, assuming they have enough resources for winter, we'll pull out the excess Langstroth frames and go from there. So that's kind of the plan right now. I guess nothing's easy. You're trying to force the bees to do something. Live and learn and move on to the next idea. So that's where we're at. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.